Hi ADNs. So now we're going to go ahead and look at my D2L site. I will be opening this stuff as soon as OB is done. So here is where PEDS is going to start. I've got it all drafted right now because, again, I don't want you guys to really dive into it until OB is done. So I will have my PEDS course information, and this one will have my instructor contact info. I've got my office hours for spring. I've even got your ATI product codes, so for your practice exams. My expectation is that you will have these attempted. Well, I would like them to be attempted by midterm, and I'll have to calculate, since it's an 8-week block, I have to figure out where midterm technically is for us. I would like them at least attempted to the best of your ability, and I need a 90% on both of them prior to you actually sitting for your ATI. I do want to tell you that the ATI for pediatrics is somewhat difficult, so it is in your best interest to complete these practice exams at a 90%. So that you can do my ATI in one attempt and be done with it. So like I said, I'll look for those dates and I'll get them posted as to when I want them completed by. Then I've got Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, Module 4, as I told you guys in the screencast that I did. So let me go ahead and just kind of show you how I do this. Okay, so I'll have my reading assignment, so I'll have, what's expected for the week. I have the PowerPoints that go with the book, so the McKinney ones. And then I've got a whole section on student PowerPoint. So these are the ones that you'll print and bring to class for me. So I've got it for fluid and electrolytes, infectious disease, immune, GI, GU. I've got them all listed here for you, and that you can follow along with me in class. Every once in a while, I'll do something that I find helpful. So sometimes I make charts, and I think you guys probably remember this from cardio. So here's something I created as a summary for the infectious exanthems that you'll see in pediatrics. Hold on. Takes a little bit of time sometimes. All right, well, apparently it's going to be slow today. But anyway, what it is, it's going to be a grid that I created to kind of break down the exanthems. And like I said, these are things that, if for my visual learners, this is something that you'll want to look at because it just kind of puts it in one easy document for you. Okay, continuing on, like I said, I've got any extra credit activities or anything I will have here. The only one I have posted for you guys right now actually goes with part 1, and I think I told you guys in the previous screencast, my plan for extra credit is going to be those evolved case studies. So if you guys complete those, let me know and I can get those graded for you. But for Module 1, there's no case studies that correspond with it. So I just kind of want to show you what I do for this one. I think you guys will enjoy this. So the extra credit that goes with Module 1 is called a wellness card assignment. And I actually got this from Miss Hampson several years ago. What I actually do, ignore Module 2, it's for Module 1. You're going to complete one card for each of the groups that are going to be listed below. So your age groups are going to be 0 to 2, 3 to 5, 6 to 9, 10 to 13, and 14 to 17. And you're basically going to do cards that are appropriate for their developmental age, cognitive, and communicative abilities while they're hospitalized. I don't want you to write get well soon, feel better, anything close to that nature. So you can get as creative with these as you want. You can do glitter, googly eyes, craft supplies, but it has to be age appropriate. So obviously you wouldn't use like googly eyes that come off for like your young ages that put things in their mouth, okay? They can be made out of construction paper. You do need to sign your name to the cards, and each one needs to have an envelope. Now what I do with these cards is I actually send them up to St. Louis Children's. And St. Louis Children's actually makes them as part of a welcome package for families when they arrive on units there. It is one of the best things that I do for pediatrics, and it's one of the most well-received projects that I have you guys do. If anything, it's very, very therapeutic sometimes just to do some craft projects. So this will count for the extra credit for exam 1, okay? Exam 2, 3, and 4 all have evolved case studies that you can utilize extra credit for those, okay? But I just wanted to kind of show you this. All right, let me get back out of here. Okay, if you continue on down, like I said, each one of the modules has got stuff set up in it. The last thing I want to show you in this one is going to be the PEDS clinic information. So I've got a typed up thing on what your dress code is when we go into these agencies. I have a copy of the JALC teaching plan because that's what you're going to be doing at Robin's Nest, is you're going to be doing a teaching project. So I will put you into groups. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be educating the children and or the staff in each assigned age group. So that you're not doing this. All right, guys, sorry about that. So what we're going to do for these teaching plans is you're going to have the age group, which is going to be the pre-K age group. So it could be anywhere between 3 and 5. Most times it's going to be your 4 and 5 ages. And what you're going to do is you're going to develop a teaching plan that's going to outline your proposed topic, the resources that you need, and what the learner will be able to do, and how you're going to evaluate the learning. Now, remember, we're dealing with pediatrics here, so their attention span is not going to be very long. So you'll be lucky if you can get a 10-15-minute presentation with most of these age groups. So think about what kinds of things do we need to teach pediatrics, or what kinds of things would be helpful to teach these instructors at the Learning Center. So it could be something like, the most common one I see is hand washing, where you can use the glow germ and something like that. It could be something like teaching the staff on proper isolation for a sick child. It could be a teaching plan designed on maybe when kids shouldn't come to school. So fever, vomiting, those kinds of things. Get creative with this, okay? You need to remember that these kids are preschool age, which is the prime time for imagination to be sparked. So you can get creative with this. I want teaching plans submitted to me by Monday, March 18th, and I need to have them finalized and approved within 5 days of your scheduled clinic date. So everyone needs to submit one to me by March 18th. And then if there's any duplications or anything like that, then I will hand them back to you and tell you to come up with a new one. So first come, first served. Whoever gets them in and finalized and approved gets the topic, okay? If you fail to submit a teaching plan or gain approval, that's an automatic failure in PEDS clinic. This is a pretty easy thing to do, guys. I mean, this is something that you've done in other clinics before. But we're gearing it towards school age or preschool age kids. I think you guys will enjoy this. So this is something I need done over spring break as well, okay? So if you have any questions about this teaching assignment, please, get it to me, okay? All right, I think that's the big things. Like I said, that you can find that under the PEDS clinic information. That's my D2L site. If you guys have any questions, again, feel free to reach out to me. Thanks.